These videotapes would first appear ordinary to the unsuspecting eye. However, as you continue to watch, it becomes abundantly clear that something is wrong.
So we're gonna fucking kill her and her friends, and we're gonna keep moving on. I heard some news about Kirsten. She's gonna be home alone from 6 to 7. So we might kill her, then drive over to Cassie's thing and scare the shit out of them, then kill them one by fucking one.
Only small snippets of the videotapes filmed by teen killers Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk have been available to the public until now. The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. These are the lost tapes of the Scream Killers. Police Deputy Karen Hatch arrived at a residence on Whispering Cliffs Drive in Pocatello, Idaho. The home belonged to Allison and Frank Contreras, who had recently returned from a weekend trip. Their 13-year-old daughter, Kelsey Contreras, discovered her cousin, Cassie Jo Stoddard, lying deceased on the family's living room floor.
Hello, Cassie.
Allison immediately called 911.
Okay, what's going on?
Somebody looks dead on my side. Oh my God, it's my cousin's daughter. I need an ambulance.
Let me get you order medical. Stay on the line.
Oh God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Get everybody out. There's a girl dead on my floor.
Honey, is she breathing?
No, she isn't. She's cold. Oh my God.
She's cold as cut?
She's cold.
Okay, do you want to start CPR?
Her fingers are blue.
Okay, how old is she?
She's 16, 17. And her mom just drove up here. She's dead.
Okay, hon, we're going to get them coming, okay?
Oh my God, okay.
Cassie's body was in a state of lividity. She was face up, wearing star-studded yellow pajama pants and a white spaghetti-strap tank top. Her face fell to the right and her arms were raised over her head, elbows slightly bent. Most notably, she was covered in multiple stab wounds. The two most observable were at the center of her chest and on her left leg. Cassie was a well-rounded, trustworthy, and responsible 16-year-old girl. She was shy and loved music and art, and funny, with a great sense of humor. She performed well in school and aspired to be an attorney. Responsible as Cassie was, her aunt and uncle entrusted her with the task of watching over their home for the weekend. She agreed to help. Cassie's mother, Anna Stoddard, dropped her off to house sit, watching as she left their white Jeep Cherokee, walked up to the front door, and entered the home before driving away. This would be the last time she saw her daughter alive. Brian Lee Draper was a 16-year-old junior at Pocatello High School. He loved horror movies and played the drums.
I've always wanted to make a mark on the world and stuff. And this is a good way to do it.
Tori Michael Adamczyk, also a 16-year-old junior at Pocatello High School, lined his locker with horror movie posters and aspired to be a filmmaker.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
The two developed a close friendship, one that would ultimately foster their dark, violent tendencies.
What we're at is supposed to happen tonight. So hopefully I wouldn't move her wrong.
Most others were unaware of the boy's nature. Some would comment on how friendly and happy Draper seemed, not knowing the aspects of Draper's personality that worshiped the perpetrators of the Columbine Massacre and was planning on executing a similar attack on Pocatello High School. Adamczyk, equally disturbed, shared in these dark interests, though not nearly as interested in Columbine. While Draper outwardly appeared more innocent, it was reported that others knew something about Adamczyk was off. Looking for pleasure and fame, the two decided they would chronicle their journey to murdering someone exactly as the killers had in the horror movie Scream. Ultimately, they developed a plan to murder their friend, Cassie Jo Stoddard. Immediately preceding the murder, Draper and Adamczyk parked down the street from the Contreras' home and stepped out of Adamczyk's car. They retrieved a soccer bag containing 2 sets of gloves, 2 long-sleeved black shirts, 4 knives, 2 masks, and a pair of work boots from the trunk. Draper handed Adamczyk a knife and took one himself before the two proceeded to walk toward the home with a singular goal in mind. They would terrorize and slaughter their 2 unsuspecting friends, Cassie and Matt. Earlier that night, the two had visited and watched a movie with the couple. Draper made an excuse to go down into the basement of the home, where he unlocked a door leading into the garage, preparing for the events to come. When the two would re-enter hours later, they cut the lights using an electrical panel conveniently located in the basement. Draper broke 2 ashtrays on the stairway in an attempt to lure Cassie downstairs to identify the source of the noise. After failing, they decided to wait for Matt to leave with the intention of attacking Cassie once she was alone. It was not long before she was. Adamczyk called Matt and learned his mother would soon pick him up. Cassie, frightened following the several odd occurrences of the night, asked if Matt could stay with her. Matt's mother refused, offering for Cassie to spend the night with them instead. Cassie, ever so responsible, chose to stay to follow through on her commitment to watch the house and the family's dogs. Following Matt's departure, Draper and Adamczyk dressed in their long-sleeved black shirts and gloves and donning red and white horror movie masks, snuck upstairs, after which Draper closed the door, hoping again to prompt Cassie to check on the noise. Attempting to lure her to no avail, the two lost their patience and approached her in the living room. Whether Draper or Adamczyk struck Cassie first, they each plunged their knives repeatedly into her chest, neck, trunk, and limbs. In total, she suffered a reported 30 stab wounds. Cassie Jo Stoddard took her final breath that night, September 22, 2006. Later, Draper shared with investigators that her scream was unlike any he had heard in the horror movies he loved. He said it was real. Timestamps on the tapes run from March 2006 to September 22, 2006, the very night of the murder, revealing all of their planning leading up to that horrific night. Draper starts to narrate their immediate plan. The two are vlogging their trip to another friend's house so they can see if she's home alone, so they can kill her.
We're going for a high death count.
We're not going not to get caught, Ryan. If we're going for guns, we're just going to end it.
The first segment of the vlog clearly indicates that Draper and Adamczyk desire a high death count. This is consistent with public knowledge listing that fame motivated Stoddard's murder.
We're just going to grab the guns and get out of there and kill everybody and leave.
We're going to make history. We're going to make history.
Aside from ostensibly sadistic motives, fame as primary motive supports the idea that Draper and Adamczyk were highly narcissistic.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
You weren't quick enough and you weren't smart enough. And we're going over today to Dixon's house. We're going to go snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And if she's home alone, splat! She did.
Don't put your humor into this, Brian.
I'm not putting humor into it.
Adamczyk's reprimand of Draper's humor injection during the filming, plus Draper's quick deference, might reflect that Brian was overly submissive to Adamczyk. A subtle power dynamic characterizes Draper and Adamczyk's relationship, but it's unclear who holds more influence over the other. As we watch their plan unfold, consider which party played the most significant role in determining Cassie's fate.
Yep. People will die. Memories will fade.
Memories will fade. I wonder what movie you got that from, Brian.
Myself. That was for myself.
No wonder it was so lame.
Okay, we're on our way, and I'll let you stay tuned. We're almost there. Dixon's house. It's clear out there in the pasture. We've already snooped around her house a couple times. She's not home, so we're gonna go to the church over there, and we're gonna call a girl and a guy named Cassie and Matt. They're our friends, but we have to make sacrifices. So I feel tonight it is the night, and I feel really weird. It's half my stomach and stuff, and I feel like I want to kill somebody. I know that's not normal, but what the hell?
I feel we need to break away from normal life.
How bright is this light?
Because, let's say it this way. Parents, along with their parents, and so on, taught them God, Jesus, the whole bullshit line. I'm sure you guys believe in God.